welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Last time, we finished out the nighttime levels and made it to level 3-1. We got ourselves the lily pad, which we'll learn a bit more about now. Let's get into it. You know, I've been waiting for this day because it's actually kind of fun to record. Hold on. Looks like the zombies gave up attacking your front yard. Now they're trying your backyard. And to top it all off, you can't even use your mushrooms, because they'll fall asleep during the day. Well, isn't that just dandy? Yeah, no more mushrooms for us. Not for a decent bit. But that does mean going back to the classics. Lily pads are going to be very important. Game's weirdly slow today. I don't know why it's lagging, but oh well, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Right. As I was saying, it's good to be back because I've been thinking about this for the past week, pretty much. Because I only record these on Mondays, just to let you know. I'd like to do several at a time. I think I mentioned that before. I can't quite remember. It's just the first level. Snow peas will suffice. I mean, we could still pick mushrooms, but they won't be able to do anything. So it's not going to be of much use. I'm actually going to use chompers, potentially. So now we're at the pool. We now have 6 lanes to worry about, 2 of which are in water, which is what the lily pad is for. As you can see, place it in the water, and now we can put a plant there. But if we try to do it elsewhere, they'll tell us. So normally zombies don't get into the water till a little bit through the wet level. Sorry, I'm got some hiccups. Which gives us time to set up the water a bit. I'm not sure if I'll go for 2 rows of sun. We'll see how we fare with just 6 sunflowers. Oh, I should put you down, shouldn't I? Oop, come on, click on the sun. Don't mess up. Take the time to set up some lily pads. Just take the moment to listen to this music. This song and another one we won't see for a good while now are some of my favorites this game has to offer. They're just nostalgic for me. Because when I was a kid, on my grandparents' computer, we had the demo for this game. Which, it's a pretty big demo, actually. It lets you get to halfway through World 3, so I'll point it out when we get there. I forget if it's exactly halfway or not. I think it is. And then it tells you, like, oh, if you get the actual game, here's what you can look forward to. Whoops. Clicked out of the game for a second. My bad. And my cousins and I would replay it time and time again. And but just, for some reason, this world in particular just sticks out so much. Maybe because it's the last one we got to play. I forget when I got the full game. Probably a few years after playing it for the first time as the demo. Like 2 to 3 years later. Well, maybe not that much. Maybe 1 to 2 is more accurate. So it's just... I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just this world brings back more nostalgia than anywhere else in the game. It's nice. It's real nice. So it's just... And I haven't played this game in a long time. So hearing these songs again... Because music can really bring you back. That's just a well-known fact, really. But... And this... like I mentioned in a previous episode, at least I think I did, this is the first computer game I ever played. Oh, snap. But so it's pretty important to me as someone who likes video games. Grew up with a lot of video games. This being my first exposure to the computer game world. And to go back on the demo, Squash, this plant, and another one we'll get soon, you're not allowed to use in the demo. So when I first played the game, being able to... Because this plant is awesome. As we'll see. This is going to be a staple of our lineup for many levels to come. Because it's 50 Sun, and it's like the Cherry Bomb, but only in the... we'll see. It can hit in front of it and behind it. One tile. Normally it's only gonna kill like one zombie, but you can kill multiple. I don't think there's a limit. They just all have to be stacked on top of each other. So it's rare to see it, but you know, it's still there. Yeah, I like that setup. Let's rock and roll. This time I will go for 2 rows of sunflowers, because although it worked out, it was also the first level. And I'm going to be trying to use snow peas and repeaters, so... You know what? Let me show off the squash right now. It doesn't need to charge up like a potato mine does. I guess that would be a better comparison than cherry bombs, huh? But it's nice to put it far in, like, near our house, because it recharges very slow. And in these earlier levels, it doesn't matter as much, but I still like doing it. So you'll look at the zombie, squash, they're dead. Much like with potato mines, cherry bombs, etc. Hell, we can do it again, but I won't, because I want to save on a bit of sun here. Much like, yeah, as I was saying, potato mines, squash, most zombies will die in one hit. With some exceptions that I'll get to when we get to them, but that won't be for quite some time. We won't see a zombie that strong for a good while. But stacking these two together, the potato mine and squash, we can stall the zombies for a long time. Like, sure, we could already play repeaters and snow peas and whatnot, but save up sun. You know, you just keep holding them back for a bit. Eventually they're gonna get faster and more will come sooner, but until then we could just keep setting up. I think you're the last one I'm gonna stall. I'm setting down snow peas. I'm gonna do what I did on the second to last level of World 1 and have a lane of snow peas in the back and then use repeaters up front. We'll cover the land first because it, like I said, ooh, what's that? Oh, right, this is when we get mini games. We'll take a look at those later. Oh, shoot. Forgot I usually set a timer on my phone because I don't want these videos to get too long. So I'm not too sure how long I've been recording for. I think I can check on OBS, so that's a me issue though, so y'all don't have to worry about it. You'll just get the end result. God, that just took me out of my train of thought so fast. It's incredible. Whatever. I'm gonna start laying down the repeaters now that I got a full 6 snow peas, which is all we're gonna need. I mean, all we're gonna need is like 1 of each, really, on each lane. Because that's 3 peas. I didn't see bucket heads. Oh, that's right. There are football zombies in this one. So we are gonna have to be a little careful about that. That's why, it's kind of why I bought walnuts. Although squash and potato mines can get the job done. Actually, I'm gonna start laying down walnuts. Because for some reason in this world, I also like to have a wall of them. It's like a cutoff point for myself. Because although I could go further, I'd go as far as time lets me go, but nah, there's not much point, really. As much as I enjoy an all-out assault on zombies, it's not necessary. We'll have plenty of chances to do that later. Trust me. Trust me on that one. So, anyway, I'm gonna go for 2. So, oh, there were bucket heads in this world. Level, rather. I had no idea. They're not a threat at this point. We've got a big arsenal of plants to choose from. It's not... I doubt anything's gonna get us yet. There are some rather dangerous zombies introduced in this world that might put my money where my mouth is. That's not how you use that saying, is it? Might show me up. Because I know in an early episode I was confident that I won't die once in this whole playthrough. At least in the main story. And I still believe that because I'm a pro, alright? Also, this game is just generally easy as someone who's played it a lot. More so when I was a kid, but you know. I tend to remember things that I enjoy. So. Ooh, gold coin. Nice. We're almost to 5,000, which is an important number for us to get to, because that'll unlock some options for us in a little bit here. Oh, here comes the final wave. You know, in hindsight, I should have brought cherry bombs. And that's the set complete. We can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. I'm still gonna collect sun because it gives me something to do while I wait for the destruction to... I want to see how fast we eat through this guy. So I could squash him right now, but we'll use that if absolutely necessary. Oh, we're fine. They don't have as much health as I thought they did. Whew. All that work for an interesting plant. The 3-peter. It's expensive, but shoots peas in 3 lanes. Instead of it being 3 peas in 1 lane, it's split across the lane it's in, as well as one above it and one below it. I'm gonna get creative with this next level. Ooh, actually, before we do that, I'll be right back. Right. Just checked how long we're going. We can do one more level before we end it for today. We're gonna want sunflowers and lily pads. But I'm not gonna choose snow peas this time. I'm gonna choose 3-peters and pea shooters. Now hear me out on this one. And potato mine, squash. Nothing too defensive, but walnut's still gonna be good because of our new friend. So I'm gonna do what I did last level and use the tag team duo that is potato mines and squash to really set up, because last time we reached 325 doing stuff like that. Normally people dismiss the 3-peter as bad because of its expense, and it doesn't shoot 3 in 1 lane. It's not a better repeater. Although we will get a better repeater, this is not that. On the surface, at least. But I, for one, like using it in these earlier pool levels before things get too hectic for 3-peter to shine. So this level is a good one to really showcase it. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And pea shooters, I'll explain why I brought them. It's not for cheap cost. Okay, that's part of the reason, now that I think about it a bit more. But there's another reason behind using pea shooters. We're almost there. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there, all right. Oh dear. Squash you. Potato mine that. Yeah, we're there. Well, we were there, and we're there again. So I'm gonna still collect a bit of sun just to have after the fact. These two are about to die around the same time. Uh-oh. I did not want to see a conehead. Not gonna lie. You're not a good specimen for our first fight, but let's place one down there. So like I said, one above in the same lane and one below, so that one already covers half the board on its own. And now we're done. We could end there. I wouldn't advise that, but we could. But what I'm gonna do now, since it's one above, one below, and of course one at, what I'm going to do, since I'm place pea shooters on the top and bottom most rows because they're a waste of money putting 3-peters at the top and bottom most rows. Because their top or bottom shot respectively will be wasted, so it's not advisable, to say the least. But with this strategy, we've already got a lot of firepower on the board. So if you play your cards right, even something as expensive as 3-peter can be very useful. And I'm glad to be able to show that off. It's whenever, like I said, people tend to dismiss it their first time playing. Oh, that's not good. Speaking of which, let's put a walnut there. I'm only gonna go 2 columns of each. That was a snorkel zombie. You saw what they did. But for those who didn't, because they're a little sneaky, they jump into water. And yeah, jump into water, and now they're under. So my plants can't see them. No plant can, except for one. Which we'll get to when we get to. So it's good to put walnuts in the water till we get that plant, because they have to come up to eat it. Luckily for us, they can't dive under our plants, so. We just gotta wait until they come up to eat, and all will be good. And boom, our offense is complete. And I don't think I'm gonna spend the time putting walnuts in the ground lanes, because from the preview of zombies, there's nothing too high in defense. Now we just gotta wait on you. But anyway, so I don't see much of point. Also, the level's almost over, so just keep it neat and have it where we have it. And that'll do it for this level. Yeah. I don't think I mentioned it yet, but when we reach the final wave, some zombies will just submerge from, or not, unsubmerge, I should say, from the pool, all covered in seaweed. I don't believe the seaweed does anything different. Oh. This already? I got this faster than I expected. This is the plan I was alluding to earlier. Being able to hit the, yeah, being able to attack the snorkel zombies before they become a problem. So anyway, I'm afraid that's going to be all for today. Next time on Plants vs. Zombies, we continue to pool, play a mini game since we're almost at 4-3. Speaking of mini games, actually, maybe we'll do that next time. Check out the minigame mode. I'll think about it off camera, but either way, we're either going to continue the adventure or check out minigames. But until next time, remember, you're amazing. You can do anything you set your mind to, and have a great rest of your